This is the adjacent roof. They've got a fully adhered EPDM system. Looks pretty decent. About, I'd say it's about 10 to 15 years old. You can tell. They've got the seam tape technology on here, 3-inch seam tape. They did a decent job. They've got the T-patches over all of the seams where you have a T-joint, but they did a couple things I don't like too much. So you come over here. This is a PVC pipe, properly booted. I don't see any water stop because there's no need for a caulk on top of it unless they did not use a water stop gasket. So we will just assume they did and covered it with caulk. But here's a problem here. The original roof was a tar and gravel roof, and this is how you flashed it with a copper pipe sleeve over the PVC. And what they did is they put a boot over the copper pipe. This is destined for failure at some point. You have this seam here. If there's any pinholes anywhere, it's going to get behind it. It's going to get behind this boot and into the new system. Here's another thing. It's a bad design with the HVAC unit itself. These thermostat lines should be encased in a conduit itself and a separate tube coming through. So what they did is they just put a pipe boot here and then caulked it. It just looks horrible. But water is going to get in between these, especially this conduit now is starting to deteriorate. You can see the powder coming off of it. This needs to be a pourable sealer pocket, not a pipe boot. But we'll address this, help them out, get them some more life out of this. And you'll see it down on this unit as well. Where they installed the same system. Just coming down, and it's always going to leak because this pipe clamp is not made to go around 3 different conduits. You can see a hole right in the back, and they just basically caulked the hell out of it to try to keep the water out. It's never going to last. Not only that, when the thermostat line's not encased in another conduit, you've got it fraying over here. It's just a bad design. It might be the design of the unit itself. We see this a lot. But the proper way is to have that as a conduit, a separate line, and then you can put a bunch of lines in a pourable sealer pocket, or you could do a pipe boot as long as it's spread out around one conduit. Other than that, everything is fairly decent. They can save some money for a while, and then they can redo this, I'd imagine, probably in another 5 years. And that's it for this roof inspection. That's it.